but there's one activity I'm pretty sure you have never tried.
Well, I mean, I have now. Get this. You and your family can sample some delicious grub made out of bugs. Real bugs. That's right. Kesey Stokes joins us live this morning. She's the CEO of WunderGrubs. Kesey, thanks so much for being with us. I have to tell you, I had one of the cookies. Actually, I've had two at this point, and I loved them. So can you explain why eating bugs is good for the climate and why it's a sustainable option?
Yeah, definitely. So bugs are a great source of protein. We're working with the mealworm in particular. Not to mention, when you talk about climate, they don't emit any methane gas. In addition, you need very little land to grow them. We always joke that you can grow the equivalency of a cow in protein in a closet. They also don't require any water or chemicals. So you don't have waste stream runoffs and things of that nature. Not to mention, they also have other macronutrients such as fiber and phosphorus, calcium, great for the bones. So they're great all around as a protein.
Okay, so we have the cookies here. So what other kind of foods does WunderGrubs offer?
We also do a series of dry mixes, so you can get a pancake mix, breads. We've actually had tastings where we've done everything from a quesadilla to a Caesar salad mix with them to a mousse.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so tell us a little bit. Could you hear me say "okay, Sadia"?
I see that. I see what you did there.
I did.
Hear that? Okay. So tell us what's your most popular product.
The most popular product by far is our chocolate chip cookie. We started out just kind of doing it to test the market and introduce it to people in a non-intimidating and friendly and familiar way, and it just took off. So it's still the most popular today.
And it is tasty, I can tell you.
Well, I don't do sugar, so that's why I passed on that. But let's talk about these bugs. I mean, how do you make them into food? Do you grind them up? What's the process there?
Yeah, so we actually are in a local shared kitchen, Levin's in Decatur, Georgia. Sorry, we're outside of the Grub It Up Shack, so you may hear the bus passing by. So we actually take them, we have a sterilization process, we roast them down, and we grind them into a protein powder. The co-founder, Kareem Nelson, also has a really interesting way of cooking them that makes them taste like bacon. And in the South, you know we love that.
Yeah, we know that that might be the selling point for some people, honestly. Okay, so speaking of the selling point, this is such a unique kind of idea and thing to go into. So how did you get the idea to start this business?
So the co-founder and I actually were watching Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations, and it was a Haiti episode. It was a couple years after the 2010 earthquake. And so we were really disturbed by seeing people really displaced still and hungry. And so we were like, okay, what is a protein that we could produce that doesn't require a lot of natural resources, especially after a climatic shock? And we landed on a report by FAO about insects as food, feed, and fertilizer. We were sold, ordered 10,000 from all places, Compton, California, and realized they were just a great protein option across the board.
So, Kesey, I'm sure I'm not alone when I still just can't get past the fact that they're bugs. Because I'm thinking bugs are nasty. They're rolling across the ground. I see even a video of someone with a worm in their mouth. I mean, but these things are clean, so there's no other diseases or stuff with these bugs?
No, actually, they're not known to carry any bacteria, Paul. The substrate that we use in them, like their bedding, sometimes you have to be careful with that. But they're very clean protein. They convert everything they eat. We actually work with some local companies like Gooder, taking like clean food waste and using it for feed for them. So they're really a closed loop process as well. And even taking their waste and byproduct and using it as a fertilizer for gardens.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed by the cookies, and I can't wait to try maybe the pancake mix. I'm going to have some pancakes for you, and I'm not going to tell him, Kesey, and he's going to love them.
You might have a chance with bacon with me.
Well, you know, thanks so much for talking to us this morning. Such great stuff there. And, you know, as we move forward with our climate change battle, things like that are going to make a big difference.
Well, you know, I've had those fake meat burgers before, and I was convinced with that. So, you know, I'm not saying I'll never try this, but...
Pancakes coming
Not
next
today.
weekend. Just wait. Okay, so